When I first started, I thought I was just gonna sell some projects by myself on the side, and I just knew how to I knew I could make a living doing this. I didn't think I could, change the course of my life and so many other people's life as it has. It was the Department of Energy's website that I remember looking at, and it had this graph where it showed by 2030, the United States was gonna consume more energy than they could generate. I had a mission, something I feel like I could help. To me, it was just so appalling that people were taking this one-for-one approach. It was so frustrating me because no one was ever considering what was occurring in the workspace. This is the most important thing. This is your business. This is what is actually occurring down here. This is where you should care about. I got so upset when I'd see a project that was done by another competitor and it was done poorly. And I just was like, there was so much waste that we could have removed additionally from that place. And then it was, it just kind of slowly built from that, right? As we, you see all those awards on the wall up there. The first kind of goal we really had was, how do we become the biggest or like the largest contributor to energy conservation in the Pacific Northwest? When there was just a small group of us, very small group of us. It was kind of like that, like David and Goliath, right? And we made that in our head, and we would double the amount of energy savings than like a big firm here in Portland, right? I mean, many years ago, they stopped presenting the numbers because it was so like devaluing to everyone else below us, because you could stack 2, 3, 4, and 5 up all their energy savings and it still wasn't as high.
We thought of ourselves as dominating the energy trust of Oregon. So it took a number of years to really expand our thought, to think nationally, to think of our presence across North America, and to stretch our impact as really we stretched our identity.
The last big bet we made was the expansion into those new markets, and that was a strenuous thing on the company for sure. And myself, betting that much, but we burned the boats, we delivered, and that's it.
7.5 years, and what is that, 1,000% growth or something?
I never even fathomed that we'd be, focusing outside of the markets of like kind of the Portland Metro, Southwest Washington area. And so, that's where it all started, right? And now we're, 80+% is outside of the Northwest is what we do as a company. But just to see like where it all started to where we're at, and all the blood, sweat, and tears and effort and hours that it took to get to where we're at. It's awesome to see, like, if you're continuously growing as a company, you're doing something right.
There's going to be an ROI tied to it, right? There's a financial ROI, but that is not really what is the value creation. Not every business has it, that's their goal, is just to save energy, right? And so, to me, impact is, how do we impact these people's businesses? And that comes in so many different ways. And whether it be like a manufacturer, and we talk about increased safety, productivity, morale, and overall just work environment, right? So all of those are the real impacts to the business. They're not, the people that are working in those environments aren't going to know about the energy savings. Most people that we're even sometimes engaging with don't typically see the monthly power bill, right? It is about the work environment. It's about the people that are in there. So when we get to change people's environments and provide a really great working environment for them, whether it be in a manufacturing floor and they can all of a sudden see what they're doing way better, it is changing things and it is impacting their business. So when we walk in and we're getting to know these businesses, it's about like understanding their business, learning more about how we can make that impact, and really kind of like being excited about pursuing that impact, right? If we're gonna do this, it's like, if they're gonna invest capital into this opportunity and we are gonna talk about designing this, we get one chance to do this right, and let's deliver massive impact, and it will change their business, improve their business.
Actually, see it, the feedback from all the workers and the company, the owner, I'm just saying, no one ever thinks about the cost or the ROI after this environment has completely changed the way that they're doing business. And so that's the proud moment.
And it is always a good thing whenever you're done with the project, having them say oh my gosh, everything just looks so much better. And then just so happy, it just makes me all happy and giddy. I feel like it's Christmas morning.
But I think what it always boils down to is when you're going back on that site and you're walking with the, you know, the person you might have sold that project to. There might be 3,000 people working there, but that person's kind of your conduit and everyone's giving them high fives and just excited about it. And you see people that have literally worked there for 20 years under just the worst conditions. And, you know, it's kind of sad, but it's also makes you happy that, you know, after 20 years, you were able to deliver something and they're, you know, they're actually smiling, they're actually happy to be there. And the impact that lighting has on the working conditions of people is pretty impressive, and it's relatively low cost to the impact that it's making on people's lives.
Such an impactful kind of end result for customers. And that's the thing, is I want to go back in, I want to see that person again, and I want them to be excited. You know, that's what fires me up, is that we deliver solutions that leave a lasting impact with these customers. How do we do the right thing here? How do we build this project to last? How do we, you know, push the envelope? And I just had a conversation yesterday with initial customers, like, hey, the hairier the project and the more complex the project, like that's what we thrive on and love, because that's where we really excel in this marketplace, is those big, nasty, hairy projects, and we love them.
I'm more excited to make an impact on the facility and like the workers there, like getting the response from them about how happy they are with everything and how much of an impact it's made for them, how much an impact it made for their employees, their morale, then even like the selling process. I mean, like I like legitimately get obsessive after a project. I want to see it post, I want to talk to them post, see how it's going. So that is what excites me. It's like that I truly know, I've done enough of these projects that I truly know that I'm making an impact on the workers and the employees there. And that means something. So some of these jobs there that people have are tough. You know, they're working long hours, they're working night shifts, and they're in a very rough environment. It's pretty cool to impact, you know, more than just energy savings and, you know, cost savings and money. It's, you know, it's really impacting individuals, which excites me. So
seeing the final project and walking through it, I was like, oh, we have direct impacts on a lot of businesses here that change right away.
So telling someone that you're going to do this really awesome thing for their business, and then it comes to fruition, you get to see it. There's like a tangible aspect to it. So delivering on the promises that we're making, that exchange of value, and then it's visible, right? We get to implement the projects. You walk in and people are stoked, right? So that is really cool. Today, people thank us for implementing the projects and for coming to them and helping them move forward on this stuff, and delivering a really great impact for their business. It's hard for us to even get in, like, well, hey, thank you for your business, right? Because they're so excited about what we implemented. It's really cool. I mean, there is a real tangible benefit when you take a facility that is dark and underlit and dreary, and you relight it, and it's lit well, and it feels better, and you can see how much dirt's on the floor, right? And customers are joking like, man, now I'm gonna have to like clean my floor.
We have done right by our customers, and that I can go back over a 10-year period and be like confident that I can go back to customers that are thankful to see us, and they're thankful for the investment that we help them make in their own facility. And so that has been, you know, reflecting back over the years, it's like, oh man, you know, I'm glad we didn't take any shortcuts. And so it sort of like gives you confidence to go that like we are building something to last and that it is worth doing well.
It all starts and ends with our people. I mean, there's no way around it. To me, it's always been about the people, and it resonates true today without question.
All of us as people in general, you know, it really does come down to integrity, and we're not willing to put PEC's name on something that isn't correct.
You know, it's hard not to just go right to the people. I think that our team and what we've built is special. I think you know, there's hardworking people with a common belief that the work we do is important, that it's worth doing well, that it's good for our customers, it's good for the people of their businesses, it's good for the environment. And so with that, we have a shared vision that we take action on together.
I do get excited to come in here, and it's a place where there's really, really smart people working together.
What is PEC? We're an energy consulting company that is focused on delivering massive impact to our clients. More importantly, we are a team of wildly eclectic people.
I want to figure out where your pain points are and how do we resolve those pain points and deliver on a successful project from start to finish. And that's where I think just that intimate relationship that we build with our customers is so unique.
The facilities manager up at the IKEA in Tacoma, and he said that in his 20 years there, our lighting project was the smoothest project that he had ever had on site. So that was a pretty big compliment.
I'm going to be very transparent, and I'm going to take care of that customer or have that conversation with a vendor just like I would if I was sitting on the other side of the table. And so that's where, for me, doing the right thing, like when you do the right thing, like you're taking care of that customer, but at the same time too, like you get done with that project and that customer has a great solution, and it gives you that peace of mind, and it gives them that peace of mind.
If this were my facility, how would I want this to be? Like, am I comfortable with what I'm proposing to my customer to make it so like their business is going to be impacted in a greater way?
We're playing long. We're looking long. We're not here for short wins. And it's so funny. It's like you do things the right way, right? Treat people the way you want to be treated as far as a client goes, and they end up like, that's the greatest business plan you've ever thought of, right? Is treat people like you want to be treated, right? It's pretty simple.